win. Are those as
A 1-0 victory. Let's hear, shall we, from Vincent Kompany and Harry Kane.
Harry, a nice 1-0 win. Are those as satisfying as the big wins as well?
I think so. I think, sometimes when you're under a bit of pressure at the end and you find a way to get through it, the feeling after is, a little bit more joy maybe. But I think overall we played really well. It probably should have been a game that we won 3 or 4-0, if I'm honest. We had enough big chances, especially in the last kind of 20 minutes. But ultimately, games of football go in their own way. And, we was able to keep another clean sheet and obviously a really important 3 points.
I knew that this game was a potential risk. First game of the year. They have a lot of time to prepare. We have a few players missing, so it's always a risky event. But in general, when you win a game, you have to celebrate every single one of them. The day you don't celebrate anymore is the day you get close to your downfall.
But the inner defender says happy with 1-0.
I'd prefer to score 5 goals.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Vincent, thank you.
Thank you.
So take a look at what that means. Remember, Bayer Leverkusen won yesterday, didn't they? So it's 4 points. Still the gap at the top of the table. Let's get more, shall we, from Kay and Ali.
Thank you, Dan. So 1-0 just for Bayern Munich. Harry Kane's penalty. The difference between the two sides, was there the feeling, though, that Bayern Munich made it more difficult for themselves today than they should have?
I think they did. As dominant as they were in the first half and they were regaining possession of the ball right away, they were not creating a whole lot of chances, and the movement ahead of the ball wasn't quite there. That improved slightly. In the second half. They were better. They run themselves into a penalty kick. They're up 1-0. Chances came to Leroy Sané. Chances came to Serge Gnabry. They were not able to put those chances away. It's still 1-0. And you're thinking, Monchengladbach kind of hanging around. And I think what's concerning is the mismanagement of Bayern Munich in terms of the last few minutes of the game. Why are they still stretched in a game that they're winning 1-0? That's the 90th minute, 91st minute, 92nd minute, and they're still defending 2v2 situations. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, why don't you have some cover? Why don't you manage the last few minutes of the game a whole lot better than you have so far? But regardless, they get 3 points, and in the context of the fact that they're playing against a team in Borussia Monchengladbach that has been difficult for them, that has been uncomfortable, you take the 3 points and you go home happy. But there are lessons to be learned here for Vincent Kompany and Bayern Munich.
Let me talk about a couple of the absences. I'll start with Dayot Upamecano. He was suspended today. How much did it show to you?
Well, I don't think Mönchengladbach did enough in the attack to really expose Eric Dyer. But in the one big chance that Team Kleindienst had at the back post, he peels off the shoulder of Eric Dyer, and Dyer has no idea as to where Kleindienst is. Kleindienst should have scored. He did not. Now, really, the reality of the game, when you think about what could have happened, what might have happened from Mönchengladbach, would have changed entirely. At that point, it was 0-0, big chance for Kleindienst. It is the player that you would want to have the chance. He misses the header, and still 0-0, and eventually Bayern Munich go on to win it. They miss Upamecano because Eric Dyer simply doesn't have the athleticism to be able to play in the manner in which Vincent Kompany wants to play. They want to press higher up the field. When Eric Dyer goes and presses higher up the field, he gets himself out of position and he just doesn't have the speed to recover.
And quickly, the other one was Jamal Musiala, ill today.
Yeah, they could have used his creativity, his dynamic movement, the explosion that he provides in the final third. Regardless, I think Bayern Munich could have done a whole lot better in moving the ball a whole lot quicker than they did today. 1-0. They take it, they move on, and that's about it.
Yes, and they still lead the table. Dan, back to you.
Sang đây nha. Giờ tiếp tục với 1 điểm. Về đây bên nhau ta nói lại chuyện xưa. Đó nha. Đó, mẹ. Bé lão. Cho cô xuống điện ăn. Ngon. Chả vì đâu nó ấy nè rồi. Cái gì ăn suốt. cũng hơi sỏi nha, không phải là hơi sỏi.